Programming Part 1, I explained what is dynamic programming and I solved the 01 knapsack problem using dynamic programming. Today we will solve traveling salesman problem using dynamic programming. But before solving traveling salesman problem, as the dynamic programming is difficult topic, so I want to revise the contents covered in the part 1. Okay, so now here see the dynamic programming. What is dynamic programming? Dynamic programming is used to solve the problems where the solution can be obtained by the sequence of decisions like greedy algorithm. But the difference between the greedy algorithm and the dynamic programming, in greedy algorithm the one decision is taken at a time on the basis of local information available and the remaining decision leads to the optimal solution. There is no previous decision as the faulty decision, but there are number of problems that cannot be solved using greedy technique like 01 knapsack problem, where the decision taken at a time on the basis of local information, remaining sequence of decision may not lead to the optimal solution. So here these problems are more difficult problems and these problems cannot be solved by simple greedy technique. So we apply the dynamic programming. So as because this one decision is not the sufficient, that the future information is also required. Okay, what decision I am taking at present, it depends on the future decision also. So the many decision sequence may be generated. So the one possibility is that we have to generate all possible decision sequence. So this is a brute force approach, but we can generate only the decision sequence for which we take the guarantee that the remaining decision sequence must constitute the optimal solution. Then we apply the dynamic programming. So in dynamic programming, not all the decision sequences have been generated. So here for the problems what we solve using dynamic programming, the principle of optimality holds. What is the principle of optimality? What I explained in the part 1. Principle of optimality simply says that the optimal sequence of decision has the property that whatever be the initial state and decision are, the remaining decision sequence must constitute an optimal decision sequence with respect to the state resulting from the first decision. So at each step when I am taking the decision, after taking the one decision, what are the remaining decision? If the remaining decision lead to the optimal solution, then the first decision is valid, otherwise we consider the other solution. Okay, so here the one more difference between the greedy technique and the dynamic programming, when we solve any problem using greedy technique, then only one decision sequence ever generated. Okay, but in dynamic programming many decision sequence may be generated, but the sequences containing suboptimal subsequences cannot be optimal. So these subsequence cannot be generated. What I am saying that if at any particular time I got the sequence which contains the suboptimal subsequences that will not give you the optimal solution, so those sequences will not be generated. Now I solved 01 knapsack problem with this concept. So what in 01 knapsack problem, we take the decisions on the variables x1, x2, so on, xn. Suppose here I am taking the decision for the variables xi in the order x, xn, xn minus 1, so on, x1. Okay, here just first I will take the decision for nth object, then n minus 1 object and so on. Okay, and here suppose the initial decision for every variable xi is simply determining which values either 0 or 1 to be assigned to each xi. Okay, so initial problem state is what here? The initial problem state is knapsack what 1 n m. Okay, and let say f n m be the value of optimal solution for problem knapsack 1 n m. This is actually our problem statement, that at this time our problem statement is I have to take the decision for the objects from 1 to n with the capacity m. So this f n m here, f n m be the value of the optimal solution. Value of the optimal solution means it is giving what? The maximum profit. F n m is equal to the maximum profit earned in the case of optimal solution for 0-1 knapsack problem. Okay, now here just first we see whether the principle of optimality applied to this problem or not. So what is the concept of principle of optimality? So first I have to take decision for the nth object. So if I am taking the decision for the nth object, so simply just here there are two possibility for xn. So f after taking the decision for xn, whatever be the possibility that either xn is equal to 1 or xn is 0, after taking the decision, the remaining decision sequence after taking decision for xn, okay, remaining sequence of decisions xn minus 1 so on xn, xn minus 1 so on, remaining sequence of decisions must be optimal with respect to the state resulting from decision on variable xn. Okay, so suppose I am saying that this is the optimal sequence of decision and the optimal value, the value of the optimal solution is this one. So if this is the optimal sequence, then whatever be the decision about xn, either 0 or 1, the remaining sequence of decision xn minus 1 x1 must be optimal with respect to the state resulting from decision on variable xn. So here the principle of, for this problem, principle of optimality holds. Now simply, now there are two choices for xn. So what is the state resulting after taking the decision for this? This is what the x after taking the decision for xn remaining sequence. So after taking the decision for xn, the problem, the profit of the remaining decision sequence can be expressed as this f n minus 1 f n minus 1 y will be, if suppose the remaining sequence of decisions are the optimal sequence, then will be what? Will be value of optimal solution to the problem knapsack 1 to n minus 1 y. Okay, here just because I have already taken the decision for nth object, So now the decision is for n minus 1 object, n minus 2 and so on xn. So now the previously the problem statement was this. After taking the decision with xn object, the problem statement will become what? 1 to n minus 1 with the capacity y. So here there are two choices. Either a value of xn is 0 or xn. So if xn is equal to 0, if xn is equal to 0, it means if the suppose nth object is not included, nth object is excluded. So when we exclude nth objects and there is no profit earned and the capacity remain same. So here simply just y equal to what? The m. Okay, and if xn is equal to 1, then of course y equal to m and no profit is earned. No profit is earned. No profit is earned means that just the value of fn minus 1 y is not going to change after taking the decision for nth. xn is equal to 1, then y equal to m minus x, m minus what? W n. The capacity will be reduced by nth object and the profit Pi is earned. Profit Pi is earned. Okay. So now see here the problem is y. Y is depending on whether the nth object is included or excluded. If nth object is included, then the capacity will be reduced by Wn, and if nth object is excluded, then y is same as the original capacity. Okay. So now here, because in dynamic programming, when the principle of optimality holds, it says that whatever the first state and decision are, the remaining decision sequence must constitute an optimal sequence. So here we write the recurrence relation. So first I am writing the recurrence relation for the, because here suppose I am giving the f n m. This is the actually the value of the optimal solution in the 0-1 knapsack problem, where the objects are n and the capacity is m. This is defined as what? Maximum. Now there are two choices for the nth object. Either I have to exclude nth object. If I have to exclude nth object, it means just whatever was the n previous I have taken the n minus 1, so it is not going to change. So simply this is what f n minus 1 m as what? I am excluding the nth object. तो जो profit remaining sequence का था किसका? n minus 1 so on xn, because principle of optimality holds, so this will also give what? The maximum profit. So if the nth object is not included or nth object is excluded, then simply this one is the profit. Okay, this is the profit of the remaining decision sequence. Now if the nth object is included, then the profit Pn is earned plus the value of the optimal solution n minus 1 w minus what? M minus Wn. Okay. This is the recurrence relation. This is we have to find the maximum of these two. Whether the nth object is excluded or nth object. Again we solve fn minus 1, we solve in this way, we can solve f1, f2, f3 so on, fn m in the bottom up approach. We can generalize this for using I. So fi m, carefully see, fi y, here y. Just see, when I am writing for I greater than 0, okay, for I greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, greater than 0, fiy, when I am computing fiy, it means the decision for the objects 1 to I minus 1 have already been taken. Okay, now there are two choices. either the ith object is excluded. So if ith object is excluded, so what is the profit earned from the decisions for 1 to I minus 1 will be the here f I minus 1 y, okay, for the capacity y. And if suppose ith object is included, compare this one, then the profit pi is earned, and in the previous profit value, that is I minus 1 m minus wy. Okay, so this is the recurrence relation by which we solve the 0-1 knapsack problem. Now there are two ways, because this is a recurrence relation, so there should be the terminating condition or base condition. Okay, so base condition or terminating condition for this recursion is that f 0 y equal to 0 for all y greater than or equal to 0, and f of I y equal to minus infinite for all y less than 0. If suppose y is negative, there is no sense of taking any, because the capacity is negative. So when you solve this problem, so at certain point, just you may get the negative capacity. So if you get the negative capacity, you put it minus infinite. That means it will never be considered in the maximum part. Okay, so using these conditions, there are two ways to solve 0-1 knapsack problem. One is either you can solve this recurrence relation by, first you have to compute f1, f2, so on, fn. Actually fn will give the value of the optimal solution. In the dynamic programming part 1, I explained how to solve the 0-1 knapsack problem with example, and the table is this one, what I discussed in this. Now you can compare this. What I am saying that, suppose here you are here at any particular time at this point, say at this point you are computing the value at this entry. Okay, so just here compare, this is I, here I is what, 2, okay, and now I am the y is 3, y is 3. I want to compute what, f2 3, f2 3, here from this you compare f2 3. So I am taking the decision for the second object with capacity what, 3. So when we are taking the decision, so there are two possibilities. The first possibility is that the second object is not included, second object is excluded. So what I am doing, the maximum of the second object is not excluded. So I said that if the second object is excluded, if the second object is excluded, then the previous value of the profit will be copied here. See, fi minus y. So simply just here this entry is 3, that is the previous. And if suppose the second object is included, then how much profit is earned? That is 20 plus fi minus 1. So just you are including this one, the profit is what, 3, and after this 3 minus 2, that is 1. But fi minus 1, m minus w1 0 is 0. So 0, so it will give what, the maximum of 3 and 20, it will give 20. Okay, now the same you see here. Say suppose the same I consider, say this one, this entry. Okay, suppose I am considering this entry. Okay, so now here, well, just see the value of I is what, 3. I am taking the decision for the third object. Now there are two decisions, either to exclude the third object or include the third object. So here, and for this entry, the y is the capacity of the knapsack at present. So y is 4. Okay, y is 4. So here simply there are two ways, either to include this object. If I am excluding this object, then this is the profit earned for the same capacity. This is every time this entry in this table is F table. The Fi is the number of rows and Y is the column. Okay, I is simply the object I am going to consider and Y is the capacity. So at any particular time Fi will give the value of the profit, yeah, maximum profit earned when the decision for 1 to I objects have been taken with the weight or capacity constraint y. Okay, so here again the fourth object. So simply just we find what maximum of either the fourth object or 100 if the fourth object have not been considered, and then if the fourth object is considered, then 4 minus 4 is what? 0. So the profit is around 60, 60 plus 0, the maximum is 100. So 100 is copied. Okay. Now one more entry I am explaining. Suppose this is the entry. Okay, here just I is 4. I am taking the decision for fourth object, and now the y is also 4. Y is also 4 here. Y is 4. Y is 4. So simply see, either this fourth object is excluded. Okay, so maximum of, if the fourth object is excluded, then this is what, this entry is giving the maximum value of the profit when the 1, 2, 3 the previous one, मतलब जब I की बात कर रहे हो तो I minus 1 object तक decision हो गया for this y. So this is giving the f I minus 1 y. So if I am excluding the fourth object, this one is copied. Okay. Now here if I include this object whose weight is what? 1, and here the knapsack capacity is 4. So the profit earned is 40 plus 4 में हमने कितना वेट ऐड कर दिया? 1. तो रिमेनिंग कैपेसिटी कितनी बची? 3. तो इस रो में, इस प्रीवियस रो में बस i माइनस 1 रो आपको देखनी है. अगर ith एंट्री आप कंप्यूट कर रहे हो तो i माइनस 1 देखना है. तो जब अगर आपको कैपेसिटी 4 है और इसमें 1 ऑब्जेक्ट आपने फिल कर दिया, मीन्स यू हैव इंक्लूडेड द ऑब्जेक्ट, द कैपेसिटी इज 4 माइनस 1 3, एंड एट द थर्ड देयर इज अ प्रॉफिट with capacity 3. The profit is, see, f I minus 1. I have written f I minus 1 m minus w. Sorry, here this is y minus wi. Correct it. Y minus wi, not m. Okay. So y minus wi. So y is here what? Y is 4. 4 minus 1 3. So इसमें तीसरी एंट्री क्या है? 100, and maximum of this is 140. Okay. And just this last entry, that is, this entry is what? FNM. FNM. Okay, n is the row number, nth row, and m is what? This one. We do not consider in the numbering the 0. 0 is the, for the base condition I have considered the one more row and one more column, but FNM will give you the value of the optimal solution. Now from this table, after filling all the entries, how to get the decision sequence of zeros and ones? Simply you start from the bottom and move to the top. If suppose this entry is same as the previous entry, then this will not be considered. If this entry is different from the previous entry, then this is to be considered. So here this is not same, so it is considered. Now here this capacity is what? 5, and here when 5 minus 1 is 4. So I will move here 4. So this entry is coming from the upper entry, so this is not selected. Now what? 4, we consider this entry, and this entry is what? This entry is different. So we consider this object, and then 4 minus 2 is 2, and at 2 here there is 0. So this is not. So simply something is wrong. This is selected. Okay, that's what 140, and here this is not same, so this is selected. Okay, and 5 minus 1 is 3. Actually we have to move here, not here. 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, so 5, and if this entry is not same, then 5 minus 1 is 4 in this entry. These two entries are same. Okay, so I will consider this entry. Okay, and this entry is what? Same. So here something is wrong. This is not selected. Just note down the changes. Just here the 100, not 3. Actually, by mistake I have written the weights here, but this is the profit, and simply here this profit is 100, not 20. Okay. Now just we start from here the 140, and this is not same. So simply this is considered, and simply just 5 minus 1 is what, 4. So I will go here, but this both entry are same, so this is not included. Now come here, because y is still same, because I am excluding. So it means if the previous entry is same as this, it means that this object is not included. If they differ, it means that object is included. So here this again same, so this is not included. Okay, now these are different, so this is included. So the solution is 1 0 0 1. So this is what the 0-1 knapsack problem, and now you practice it with different example, but be careful, take m less than 15, as the number of columns in this tabular method is simply 1 to m plus 1 to m, the 0 to m. Actually, so simply if the value of m is 20, so that you have to write what, the 20 columns. The other way is that you can solve this recurrence relation, like simply just here the base condition is given, so simply you have to write what first. If our objective is to find, for suppose for this example I want to solve this recurrence relation, so what first I will write what, f n m. N is what, here the 4 capacity is 5, 4 5 क्या हो जाएगा, maximum of f n minus 1 is 3 5 when the fourth object is not included. When the fourth object is included, then the capacity of the fourth object is, sorry, profit of the fourth object is 40 plus f I minus 1, n minus 1 is 3, and the weight will be reduced by 1 its fourth object. Weight of the fourth object is 1, so 3 1. See, so here this is the recurrence relation. Okay, now जैसे यहाँ पे लास्ट से चल रहा है, तो अब यहाँ पे मैं बिगनिंग से f1 f2 f3, अब आपको क्या करना है, पहले you have to compute f35 this recurrence relation. So f35 क्या होगा, f35 will be what, maximum of what, अब इसकी वैल्यू तब तक नहीं निकाल सकते जब तक आपके पास ये नहीं हो, तो फिर f35 निकालो. f35 कैसे निकलेगा, whether we are not including the third object, so what, f3 not including the third object, so simply here f25, ठीक है, I minus 1 f25 previous जो भी था, and थर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट अगर इंक्लूड कर रहा हो तो थर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट का प्रॉफिट क्या है, 60 प्लस व्हाट, f2 एंड द थर्ड ऑब्जेक्ट का वेट है 4, सो 5 minus 4 is, सॉरी here 5 minus 1 is 4, यहाँ पे 4 आएगा. फिफ्थ ऑब्जेक्ट का वेट है 1, so 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, and here the fifth object, so third fourth object, here the fourth object weight is 1, so 5 minus 1 is 4. Now here the third object weight is 4, so 5 minus 4 is 1. See, तो आपको मैनुअली यहाँ पे रिकरेंस सॉल्व के लिए एंट्री निकालते जाओ, यही एंट्री यहाँ पे आप चेक कर सकते हो. देखो f25 की वैल्यूज यहाँ निकली हुई होगी, f सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट है, 25 की वैल्यू 120 है. आप कंप्यूट करोगे f25, तो देखो क्या होगा, f25 सपोज आई एम कंप्यूटिंग टू चेक वेदर इट इज करेक्ट और नॉट. ठीक है, तो क्या हो जाएगा, f15, ठीक है, आई एम एक्सक्लूडिंग द सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट, एंड व्हाट द profit earned with the second object is 20 plus f1, and what, the 5 minus weight of the second object, 5 minus 2 is 3, 1 3. Okay, so you have to compute the more computation, and then you can check it, all the entries will be same as this table. So just, and for this recurrence relation you use these terminating condition. Okay. Now I will solve the traveling salesman problem using dynamic programming. Now I will solve traveling salesman problem using dynamic programming. As I already solved the traveling salesman problem using branch and bound technique. So you all know what is traveling salesman problem. The traveling salesman problem is simply given a directed weighted graph G with cost Cij associated with age ij. Okay, where Cij equal to cost of age ij belongs to Eg and Cij is greater than 0 for all I and j. Okay, and Cij equal to infinite if Ij does not belongs to E. Okay, and for this I am considering the complete graph. So what is the traveling salesman problem? Here the traveling salesman problem is to find the tour of minimum cost. What is tour? The tour we can consider as a simple path that starts and ends at the same vertex and visits all the vertices exactly once. Okay, so here a traveling salesman problem is to find the tour of minimum cost, and the cost of the tour is defined as the sum of cost of the ages in the tour. Now simply here, now I will solve this problem to find the tour of minimum cost using dynamic programming. Okay, so simply first we assume that the graph is a complete graph and all the tour starts and ends at the vertex 1. Means first is what? First is we assume that for all tour start and end vertex is 1. Okay, so we assume that for all tour starts and ends at vertex 1. So tour, I said that tour is, we can consider tour is a simple path starts at 1 and visits all vertices or contains all vertices exactly once and ends at 1. Okay, so because every tour, we are considering every tour as a path, as a simple path. So here for all the tour, every tour consists of all tour consists of an age 1k and a path from vertex k to vertex 1. All tour consist of an age 1k and a path from vertex k to vertex 1. Okay, and the path from vertex k to vertex 1 widgets all vertices in v minus 1k, because in the path from k to 1, I am talking about the vertices in occur in the path k to 1. So उस path में k भी नहीं होगी और 1 भी नहीं होगी. So path from vertex path from vertex k to vertex 1 visits all the vertices in v minus 1k exactly once. Okay, exactly once. Now I will see if whether the principle of optimality holds here or not to solve this problem using dynamic programming. So every tour consists of an edge 1k and the path from k to 1, and that contains all the vertices in this set exactly once. Okay, so here suppose if the tour is optimal, so if the tour is optimal, it means what is saying that the remaining sequence. So first it will consider by any means an edge. You correct it. All tour consists of an edge 1k for k equal to 1, 2, so on n. Okay, and the path from vertex k to vertex 1. If the tour is optimal, then after taking the decision for the kth vertex 1 to k, just the path, if the tour is optimal, the path from vertex k to vertex 1, the path from vertex k to vertex 1 is the shortest path k to 1 path containing vertices from v minus 1k exactly once. So here the principle of optimality holds that after taking the decision for 1k, suppose I am moving from 1 to 2. Now just if the tour is optimal, then 2 to 1, well, the path 2 to 1 must be the shortest path. Okay, so here the shortest k to 1 path containing the vertices from vertices in v from exactly 1. So here the principle of optimality holds. Now I will write as the principle of optimality holds. So simply I will give the recurrence relation on the cost of the tour. Okay, so let GIS be let GIS be the cost of optimal GIS be the minimum cost of path starting at vertex I and goes through all vertices in S exactly once. Okay, so GIS with the minimum cost or the shortest path is starting value of the minimum. GIS with the value. This is the value of minimum cost, or you simply say the minimum cost GIS is the minimum cost of the path starting at vertex I, goes through all the vertices in S exactly once. Okay, so here S is the subset of vertices to be covered exactly once. So our objective is to find the optimal tool, cost of the optimal tool. So G 1, because the our objective is to find the minimum cost of the tour that starts at 1, going through all the vertices. Here see, compare this and this. Here I is 1 and S is this set V minus 1. So simply our tour starts at 1, goes through all the vertices in exactly once and is terminating at 1. This is the definition of GIS. Updated GIS with the minimum cost of the path is starting at vertex I and goes through all the vertices in S exactly once and terminating at 1. The same definition I am applying to this one. It will give what? The minimum cost of the path starts at vertex 1, going through all the vertices in V minus 1 exactly once and terminating at 1. So this will give you what? The cost of the tour, and this cost should be minimum. So here the recurrence relation is minimum of what? Just first it will select what? One edge of the form what? C1K plus G C1K, and then the path, the cost of the path from K to V minus 1K. Okay, for all K greater than or equal to 2, less than or equal to N. This is the recurrence relation to solve the traveling salesman problem. Okay, now we can generalize it for I. GIS equal to minimum of Cij plus Gj V minus 1 S here. The S minus Cij S minus J. This, okay, and here the J belongs to S. Okay, just what it is going like. It starts at vertex I. So first it will select what? One edge C I to J. We generalize that edge, and the path from J to what? S minus J. So this will give the value of the minimum cost that starts at J, going through all the vertices in S minus J and terminates at 1, and so on. Okay, so with this recurrence relation we solve the traveling salesman problem by taking the size of the S first 3 here. Suppose it's the 4 vertices graph. So first V minus 1 contains what? 3 vertices, and this K loop will run for what? 3 times. And here the base condition for this recurrence relation is, where this recurrence relation terminate, base condition is GI5. Now see, what is the value of GI5? GI5 is nothing but what it is saying. It is giving the cost of the path that starts at vertex I, going through all those vertices in S. Here S is empty and return back to 1. So simply this is nothing but Ci1 for all I equal to 1, 2, I equal to 2, 3, so on, N. Okay. Now with this recurrence I will solve the traveling salesman problem or traveling salesman example. Okay, and here I am considering the complete graph. See, the matrix for the complete graph is, I am writing here, infinite, 5, 11 and 5, 11, 10, 4, infinite, 9, 2 and 12, 8, infinite, 3 and then 7, 18 and 6 infinite. Okay, so now just cross check. 5, 11, 10, 4, 9, 2, 12, 8, 3 and 7, 18, 6, infinite. This is our graph. There are 4 vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4 and the graph is like this. I have considered the complete graph 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this is the directed graph in this way. Okay, and the corresponding cost adjacency matrix C is given here. Okay, now using this recurrence relation we solve the problem. So first is what I have to write, what G the cost of the tool is what G1 V minus 1, that is what here I have written. V minus 1 is 2, 3, 4. First I will solve G for subset with containing 3 element, then containing 2 element and then 1 element. Okay? So इसकी वैल्यू क्या होगी, just as I am writing again, this is what G here the minimum of C1k, where k is greater than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 4 for this example. C12, first I have considered 2, 1k, k is 2 plus G is 2 and the set is the 2 already considered, so 3, 4. As from S, 2 is subtracted. Okay? Now this is 1 and then C1 3 plus G 3 2 4 okay, and then C1 4 plus G 4 1 2. Okay, now this is what the G1 2 3 4. This is actually give you the value, optimal value of the 2. Okay? This value. Now to compute this, first we have to compute G2 3 4. Okay? So G2 3 4. So G2 3 4. G2 3 4 is what? How to compute G2 3 4 is what? Minimum of C2 3 plus G 3 4. Okay, and comma C2 4 plus G of 4 and 3. Okay, this is either if this entry will give me entry or this will give, मतलब से 2 से या तो 2 to 3 जाएगा और फिर path consider करेंगे 3 to 4, either 2 to 4 first and then 4 to 3. So this is G2 3 4. Okay, again just first and G3 to 4. G3 to 4 क्या होगा? 3 to 4. इसको भी खोल दो. Minimum of what? Minimum of C3 2 plus G 2 4. ठीक है? And then C 3 4 plus G of what? 4 and 2. Okay? Now next is G 4 1 2. 4 1 2. 4 1 2 क्या हो जाएगा? Minimum of C 4 1 plus G 1 2. Okay? Then C 4 2 plus G 2 1. Sorry, 1 कहाँ से आ गया? 4 1 see 1 कुछ गलत लिखा है. 3 4 2 4 and 2 3 4 है ना? So first we consider 1 to 2, 1 to 4. Then here 2 3. So this is 2 3. 1 2 2 3. So 4 2 and 2 3. And then 4 3 and 3 2 what? 2. Okay? Okay. So this is simply the G is computed for the when the size of the S set is 2. Now I have to compute G3 4, G4 3. So G3 4. See, G3 4. Value of G3 4 is nothing but what? Because there is only single entry. C3 4 plus C34 plus G of what? G of 4 and 5. 4 and 5. And base condition is C34 plus G4 5 is C41. Now C34, see 34 is 6 plus 4 1 is 10, that is 16. Okay. Now G next is 4 3. Similarly 4 3 is what? C43 plus C41. Okay. Similarly 4 3 and 4 3 and 3 1. 3 4 and 4 1. You can write one more condition. Yes, 3 and 5. So C43 plus C31. 4 3. C43. 4 3 is 3 plus 3 1. 3 1 is 11. 11 plus 3 14. Okay. Now 4 3 के बाद क्या है? Next 2 4. So G24 is C24 plus G4 5. Okay. So C24 plus what? Here I will write 4 1. C41. 2 4. 2 4 is 18. 2 4 is 18. 4 1. 4 1 is 10. That is 28. Okay. Now G24 के बाद हो गया 4 2. G42. Now I am directly computing. 42 is C42 plus C21. So 42. C42 is 2 plus 2 1. 2 1 is 5. 2 plus 5 7. Okay. Next I am computing here. Say G what? G42 भी हो गया. 42 here you write in this way. 2 4 4 2. This is a set. Now 2 3. G23 is what? C23 plus C31. C23 is 8 and 3 1 is 11. 11 plus 8 is 19. Okay. Then G 2 3 हो गया. अब G32 is what? C32 plus C21. C32 32 is 9 plus 2 1 is 5. 14. Okay. Carefully see just the calculation. And now this here, this one. So we put these values in here in this to compute G234. Now G234, I will get minimum of what? C23 is 8. 8 plus G34. देखो G34 की वैल्यू क्या थी? 16. 8 plus 16. Okay. And then what? C24 is 18. 18 plus G43. 43 देखो कहाँ निकला है? 43 is this one. 43 is this is 43 is 14. ठीक है? 4 is yes. 43 is 14. ठीक है? So just here, just 18 plus 14, 16 plus 8. So this is 24 minimum. Now the next here minimum value, because this is a you have to solve all the recurrence with the from bottom to top. Minimum is what? क्या है? C32 9 plus G23 G23 is G ये वाला कंप्यूट कर रहे हैं ना. G24 is 28. Okay, 28. Now then next is what? C34 is 6 plus G42 is 7. Okay. So this is what? Minimum entry will 30. Okay. Now here minimum minimum of minimum of what C42 that is 2 plus what G23 is this one G23 is 19 okay, and then what C43 43 is 3 plus 32 is 14, so this is 17 okay, this is 17 minimum entry okay. Now I got the values for the second. Now finally I will put these value into this to get the minimum cost of the optimal cost of the tool okay. So now I am solving here okay. So see this is what is this one C12 is what 1 2 4 first entry, the 4 plus minimum of 4 plus G234 is 24 okay, and then what this one C13 is 12 plus G324 is what 13, then what C14 is 7 plus G423 is this one okay, 423 is this one 17 okay, 17. So what we get, just minimum of 28 25 24 okay, 28 25 24, so this is what 24. This is the optimal cost of the tool, or simply this is the minimum cost of the tool 24. Now from here what vertices have been generated in this finding. I want to find the tool, what vertex have been selected okay. So 24, so you start here that the what entry is giving you the minimum value. So here 28 25 24, this third entry is giving the minimum entry. So it means first from in the tool I have to go from 1 to 4 okay. The next simply we consider G423. Now simply go to the 423 here. Which entry is giving the minimum one? This entry is giving 14 plus 2 is 17, 14 plus 3 17. So this entry, the second entry is giving you the what? This. It means 4 2 3 okay. And now G32, so finally the 2 and 1. So 1 to 4, see in the original matrix 1 to 4 the cost is C14 plus C43 plus C32 plus C21. तो क्या आ जाएगा 14 की कॉस्ट क्या है 7 प्लस 43 की कॉस्ट क्या है 3 प्लस C32 दैट इज 9 प्लस C21 5 ठीक है. सो दैट इज 24 7 3 10 19 और 5 24. So this is the way to solve the traveling salesman problem using dynamic programming by taking the recurrence relation. Okay, thank you.